Hey Frank, how are you? All right. For some reason, I had today's show scheduled for 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some greeting cards until 11. Because the way my shows work, I usually have about four people that buy the majority of stuff, and if they don't come in till 11, then they're gonna miss out on all the stuff, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm just gonna run them for a buck. I got a tub here of vintage cards. I don't know. They look like they're mid-century to me. I didn't look through them. Just pulled some out off the top to see what was in them. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll do the regular scanning like I normally do at 11 Eastern time, and then I've got pre-listed stuff at noon. I'll do the pre-listed stuff that has pre-bids or by request. If you click on where's my hand? My hand. If you're new to Whatnot or don't know how it works and you've been here forever, you click down there in the shop and you can see the auction stuff. If you scroll the whole way down to the bottom, the ones that start with 9M, those are all flat rate boxes full of stuff, uh, jam packed full of heavy stuff. Since we've only got this month to sell flat rate boxes. Hey, Rag, how are you? Um, I'm starting them all at a buck. Feel free to pre bid. There's just one picture of each thing. There's, I don't know, some craft supplies, some records, some CDs. I can't remember. There's one that probably weighs 40 pounds. It's got a bunch of sad irons in it. Um, so that's what I'm going to do today. I lose my hand constantly. I need a little grabber hand. Need a sticky thing on the end of it. All right, so I'm going to go through some of these. This is what we'll do till 11. Maybe we'll find something neat. Oh, that's not neat at all. Let's see here. You know, why I didn't notice that? I don't know why I put it as 11, but I didn't notice it because Whatnot's admin is screwed up. I don't know if any of you are sellers that have noticed it, but half the times are wrong. And then you click on them to edit the auction and it shows a different time. And then you look at the live, like on your PC, if you go into the live, it's a different time. That's my excuse. Anyway, I'm going to run some of these. These all look mid-century. I don't know. I'm gonna make a pile of ones that don't sell. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? I gotta scroll the whole way down to the bottom apparently. Uh, can't find it. It's my first show. 7 seconds. We'll just do sudden death on them. They're a buck. So unused. And thank you, Bet Mom. 1942 postmark. Baby shower. And that is running. Hey, purple. So we'll make a little stack of them that don't sell. 1944. Baby shower. I was just wondering if I should update my show notes. Nobody reads them anyway. And that one's running. 1959. I'm going. I'm going to. Thank you, Maria. Glad somebody does. I'm going to start scanning at 11 because I messed up my time. So there's that one. It's got a note on the back of it. You can't read. You know, funny thing. Not funny. Not funny. Haha. It won't. I'm hitting the button and it won't start the auction. Uh, Last week I had a shopper come in. She bought a bunch of stuff. I assume it's a she. It was a girl's name. Uh, she said she was going to have shows, and she told everybody she was going to have 6 days of shows. I made a point of telling everybody to go and bookmark her shows. I actually remembered after the show was over to bookmark it, to go into her stuff and bookmark them. How many bookmarks do you think she had? That one's running. Baby shower one. That's right, one bookmark. If you're thinking about selling on here and you wonder what the secret to success is on here, you just have to smack people in the head with stuff. Just show it to them and run it. People don't listen to anything. that that too. Oh, maybe that's why. I didn't. Maybe that could be it. That one has puppies. Maria's Miscellaneous started doing shows again. If you're not following Maria, give her a follow. She sells crafty stuff and she sells swap cards and toys. Oh yes, and tea, tea and coffee dyed paper. 1940 on this one. And a fabric show too. I was I was listening in the background the other night, Frank, when you're selling toys. An old birthday one there. And that's running. Welcome in. We're going to scan smalls at 11 and do pre-listed stuff at noon. We're doing greeting cards till then because I screwed up my time to start. Oh, there's somebody died 1946. Anybody witness any good 4th of July atrocities or people being maimed by fireworks or anything? Ooh, this one's got a note in it. That's what I'm doing. Hey, I'm not going to use them up because I just got an order of a couple hundred of them. Your cows are very jumpy. Yeah, I don't have a dog, but I figure everybody that had dogs was going crazy. No, you shouldn't tag Keith for cows. That one doesn't have an envelope. Yeah, that one's running. Oh, that one's got a totem pole, a cowboy, and an Indian. It did dawn. So I'm just running some greeting cards until 11. Bishy insisted that I go live even though I was early. So I'm just gonna do some greeting cards. Oh, I was hoping that was $1 falling out of there. Disobedience. Grandpa sends along a leaf that says disobedience to color for the birthday. That one's running. I got the AC fixed. It just needed a fan. Butterfly was melting. And then it took about a day to get cold. All we have in the upstairs where we live or whatever is about 3 inches of foam insulation, and the sun bakes it. How much for the box? I don't know. At this rate, it's not worth anything because nobody's buying any of them. It's a big box. Thank you, Batmom. I don't know. I don't think dragonflies sting. That's right. I need it to fill 38 minutes right now. Lillian. Oh, that's a pretty one. All the campers must have had a fun night. Shop Ohio. I haven't seen a single side by side or heard one yet this morning. It would have to be it would have to be a ridiculous offer. Um, because I don't know what's in here. I have no idea. Well, I mean, you can see their cards, but Art Guild of Williamsburg. Another one's Lillian. I'm hoping to find some old silver certificates in these. Welcome in. I will scan the small shelves at 11. I misscheduled the show. Yeah, I have no idea. That would be cool if I found some Halloween postcards. Who has got glitter on his chaps? Fancy. Look, that's what they wrote the what they got from the person on the backs of them. Did you ever sell that, Ohio? Birthday love to nephew. Oh, cute butterfly in the back. Oh, there's one on his hat too. Little chipmunk. Hey, butterfly! I saw a chipmunk yesterday running around the garden. Well, not in the fence garden, but in the flowers outside. I was going to say being poor has its benefits, but I don't know that being able to work for yourself and not have to go to someplace and work with other people is actually a benefit of being poor. 1955 Mother's Day card. Hey, Deb. Oh, there's one of the glittery ducks. There's pros and cons of everything, Ohio. I don't have to wipe butts, and I don't have to listen to the people tell me they need their butt wiped. I think the people attached to the butts would probably be the worst part of it. There's a Christmas. It is, and pick, but you, you can't explain that, and it makes no sense to extroverts. But I agree. Run the Christmas again. This one. That one's running. I didn't know that, Ohio. I I thought you were dealing with cognizant people. Thank you, Tackle Finder. Oh, have her say something so I can just poke on her name or else tag her. So I don't know to type it because I'm lazy. Okay, that's all we need. Uh, there. She has the power. She can see all the snarky comments that Ohio is making. 4 years old. Welcome in. We're going to do scans of small shelves at 11 o'clock, and so in half an hour. Until then, I'm going to stand here and show these old cards and hope we find something that's worth $1. There's Santa Claus riding a train. Has anybody went to see the You Want the Power? Butterfly wants the power. Anybody can have the power. I don't care. Um, has anybody seen the big steam train? Did anybody go see that? That one's running. Thank you, Deckle Plunger. Dawn, is it coming down there? Did you hear about it? I think it's the biggest steam train in the world. Somebody must have restored it or something. Oh, it is there. It's there now. It was over here. I don't know when it was over here. Last week or something. Oh, and it's got a soft heart there. Mechanical gate. Boxing. Some people are saying apparently when it was in Pennsylvania, a whole bunch of people like were passing out because of the heat, and they had to like extricate a bunch of people from the train station or something. I don't know. Silly train people. I I was at an auction a week or so ago, and I heard somebody telling somebody else about it. And if you've never heard train people talk or talk to them, you can't understand the level of excitement they have for trains. Before I realized what he was talking about, I wondered if he had won the lottery. He was very excited. Oh, that's got a little tear at the top. Looks like it's missing this. Oh, oh, it's one of those ones. 1954. Dad. That one's running. Was he just in the Walmart parking lot eating ice cream at, 9:30 in the morning? Don't know that I've ever had ice cream that early. 1940. Happy anniversary. Go ask him for a bite. You might strike up a lifelong friendship based on your love of ice cream and loitering at Walmart parking lots early in the morning. Was it Amish homemade ice cream? Is he sharing with his wife? I have never had blueberry ice cream. Do they make it right there at the flea market? Oh, that one's got a big letter on it. 1944. They got a generator and so how do you know it was homemade? How do you know it wasn't leftovers from the frosty freeze from the night before? Got a plaid flannel shirt from Patty Anderson. Did I put what in your pile? Which one? I didn't have a Batmom specific pile. I put it in a pile, the pile that is right there. Wedding anniversary. Your ambassador sister. 1950. No, never mind. Can't read. You won the geranium. Oh, I don't even know what a geranium is. I'm not paying attention, apparently. Was it like within the last five cards? I don't know. Okay. It's in your pile now. With a little doctor on it. Also from your ambassador sister. Thank you, Bat Mom. I wasn't paying attention. They are cute. They're 85 years old. Oh, there's a mechanical one. How do you get it to work? You gotta open it up. Oh, you can reuse it. That one's running. She into roller derby. More glittery ones. Oh, she like. I gotta remember to ask my parents whatever happened to my grandma's cards from my grandpa. He never signed his name, never wrote anything inside of them, didn't seal the envelopes. He just tuck the tuck the card in and give it to her. And he'd get the good ones that were like the multi-page ones and the fold-out fancy ones. And thanks, Bishy. That's pretty much the way it was. That she'd stick them on the table, on the kitchen table. She'd stand them up there, and they'd stay there for about a week, and then I don't know whatever happened to them. That one's got fuzzy flowers on it. Christmas one. That one's running. Baby in an envelope. 1942. Welcome in. We're going to scan shelves here in another 20 minutes. I misscheduled my show, so we're just doing greeting cards until the time that it was said it was going to start. Oh, get it. He can hardly wait. That's an outhouse. Huh. Don't see too many greeting cards with outhouses on them. Thanks for sharing, Dawn. Easter bunnies. And it's got a letter on the back, handwritten from 1942. That one's running. And if you're here and you're a seller and want to advertise your shows, go ahead. Oh, what's inside? Oh, she's a giant baby. That's kind of kinky. She's playing with the rubber ducky. Oh, I get it. Each passing birthday finds you younger. Now, Miranda, you're gonna you're gonna do what I do. You're gonna offend the people that like to dress up like babies, calling them creepy. Another cute one. You're gonna double down on it. A little disturbing. That's a lot disturbing. That was like 70 years ago too. It's like our great grandparents were giving each other cards like that. There's a St. Patrick's Day one. Never saw that movie. And you can tell this came from an affluent family. I I I was from a poor family that did not get St. Patrick's Day cards. Donna's doing Roaring Paper Trail on Tuesday at 4, and Friday doing books. The Outhouse one again. Um, Yep, there it is. Outhouse one is running. Thank you, Mimi. It's like about postcard size silhouette. Congratulations on your cotton anniversary, your leather anniversary, your flowers, wooden. Little mechanical one. They don't go up that high, Bishy. It only goes up to 4, I think. No, 5, 6, 7. Just ask your phone. Hey Google, what's the 20th anniversary? China or platinum? So I guess if you hit 20, you hope your spouse goes for platinum. Oh, you want China? I think I'd rather have platinum, but what does 36 have a special term? Hey Google, what is the 36th anniversary? Oh, you're getting bone china too, Dawn. Traditionally. Who's an asshole? Oh, apparently she didn't get china. Butterfly saw a set of china with butterflies on it at the auction last week that I went to, and I was gonna get it for her. I ended up selling for like $200, and I didn't think we needed a 12-person set of china. Oh, look, it's a little duck pulling a baby on a lily pad. And that is running. No, why would we have a dining table? They were pretty. If I wasn't poor, I would have purchased them for you. And just filled the whole cupboards with them. It's a big set. Another birthday. Oh, it's a fuzzy one. That one's running. I have whatever plates, butterfly. Thank you, Mimi. brought here. I think we got a little stack. I think they're Corel, and that's the extent of my China collection. Yeah, Bishy wouldn't be able to reach my cupboards. I don't know what kind of animal that is. How much of it do you eat off of, Don? Butterfly can reach the bottom cupboard. Oh, that one's another glittery one. Kitty on a scooter. That one's running. All right, 10 more minutes and we'll start scanning. If you didn't hear me say before, I will be doing the pre-listed stuff at noon after we scan and do some requests for a while. There's a bunch of flat rate boxes full of stuff at the bottom of the auction list. Dollar starts on all of them. They just need to disappear before I can no longer use flat rate boxes. I saw Marble King posted a video yesterday or the day before to Facebook that he was at the post office picking up a entire mail cart full of priority boxes. He better have a big month of sales or he's probably going to be stuck with them. I'm not going to return mine. Mailman Mike probably wouldn't like that. I can use them for other sites, but I don't ship that much flat rate on my website or anything because it was $9.21 through Whatnot, but I think it's $23 if I ship it through my commercial software. That one's right. $19.58 on that one. I have no idea, Southern Gal. What number was that? 9M what? $19.54. I'll go look right now. We'll all look. Sorry you had an accident. Is this a mechanical one? Oh, it's a mechanical one. Sorry you had an accident. Sorry you had a cold, an operation, Been sick, had the flu. Now it's running. Thank you, Batmom. All right, let's look at some of the TV guys. See their ads. Bell Phone Center. 1983, you could get a video phone. Those didn't catch on. Tooth decay. Cigarettes. They have 1980s ads in them. Yeah, there's some ads. Since there's like 50 magazines in there, there's gonna be a lot. But those are in the flat rate boxes for anybody that's wondering. There's 2 flat rate boxes full of TV guides at the bottom of the auction list somewhere. 9MJ, I think that was. I remember getting the local paper when I was younger, and it would come at like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Sometimes we'd be there when we got home from school, and we'd rush to get it so we could look and see what was on TV that night. Welcome in. We're gonna hear it 11 o'clock at the top of the hour. We are going to run the stack of cards that did not sell that I've been doing for the past hour. And then I'm going to scan the shelves and take requests. Yeah, our local paper had like half a page of comics on the daily paper. But yeah, Sundays, that was the first thing to read. Yeah, I did watch Pee Wee's Playhouse. Dad must have liked ducks. Oh, there's a letter. Larry Dean is 7 months old today. It sure doesn't seem possible. All right, we had enough of this. I double checked, and next week's is scheduled for 10 o'clock. So I usually start these at 10. I don't know why I had it scheduled for 11. Don't change it. If I told my dad that, he would just smile in his funny little smile that he does when. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna change the thing. That was what all the cards are gonna do. Um, I'm gonna run that whole lot of cards, and then we'll scan, take requests, and then at noon I'll do the pre-listed stuff, check the auction tab, and I'll do any pre-bids and any that are requested from there at noon Eastern time. Okay, so I'm gonna flip through these. We got, I wonder how long it's going. All right, run them for a minute. You're gonna get this whole stack of greeting cards. They're mostly from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. They weren't worth $1 to the people that were here. See if I can get $5 for the entire lot. And then we'll scan the shelves and see if there's anything anybody wants on those. Some sort of kitty or something. Get the whole stack. Holy hell. Thank you, Delee. It's July. Yes, thank you for the pity bid. Several years ago on here, that would have been like $30 worth of cards in a pile like that. All right. Never been here before. I'm Josh. I'm on Sundays at 10. I usually do these scan shows. I scan my shelves and people make requests. The dog on the shelf. This dog here, below the cat. The cop baby and the boxer and the beagle. Okay, got those. Thank you, Margaret. Hey, this is a Morton. It's one of those that are like, it's got a metal frame covered in plaster and then painted. We've got a little bit of chipping, which is pretty normal with these Mortons. So I'm going to run this little guy. And he is running. Oh man, for a minute. Dear God. You have you guys been here long enough that you were here like when this site started and everybody was running like minute long auctions on everything? The shortest ones were like 30 seconds to a minute, and people would just sit there forever. I'm gonna try to remember Bishy. Anybody can bid. Yeah. Thank you, Margaret. All right, now we're gonna do the beagle looking one, and I'm gonna change the time after I show it. He's got a little bit of price tag residue on it. Don't see any chips. A little bit of paint wear. He's some sort of ceramic. So we're going to 10 seconds now. So there we go. That's better. 10 seconds. And the little ceramic beagle puppy. All right, we'll do the cop baby. Made in Japan, little porcelain figure. And this little guy is running. He's got a billy club in one hand, and I don't know what he's doing with his other hand. Thank you, Deb. They're still sitting down here, butterfly. All right, this is an unsigned one. Got a tiny little nick off the top of his ear. And that one's running. Sunny Dog. I'm gonna do the pre-listed stuff at noon. You can pre-bid, uh, or you can hang out, or you can come back at noon. Thank you, Margaret. What kind do I have? What kind of cats? Yeah, it just that's the way I do it every week. They're over across the room, and just to be complicated. Yeah, the tuxedo cats. If that's what you were asking, what kind I have. All right, we're gonna go over here and start scanning. $5 starts. Everything is set at 8 ounces, so you can get like 11 things before you have to pay more shipping than the 921. If you see something you want, just put it in the chat and we'll pull it down and we have a little pile. We'll run them. And if nobody wants anything, I'll just stand here and yap until noon Eastern time when I do the pre-listed stuff. I noticed there was a pre-bid this morning on a home front banner. That was supposed to be my military show, but it's in today's show, so it had a pre-bid, so we'll run it. I got about 50 things pre-listed for my military show. Well, I'll probably schedule one here in the next couple of weeks. And if you've never been to those, I do a lot of ephemeran photos with the pre-listed stuff. Metal salvage. This thing, the finial. the dogs. That's another Morton. Okay, we'll get that one. Another Morton. A Cocker Spaniel licking itself. Those are just probably made in Japan. That's a fish. A jelly. Is that what you mean by jelly? Oh, you're okay. I get you. I'm a bit slow. You can bid against her. You can run her up and start a fight in the chat. I'm okay with that. I have bills to pay. My- Barker's not going to let you bid. That dog there is probably made in China. It's like a little schnauzer or Scotty dog on a stool. Uh, it's like a alabaster egg or something. Okay, got that. Bishy, I don't remember what I said 3 seconds ago. The glass paperweight. Okay, I'll grab that. Um, that little dog is from a Christmas village, I think. Did you want the magnifying paperweight or the jellyfish? Yes. Okay. We're just doing both. All right, we're gonna run those. We got a little pile. All right. If you just joined, these are requests that I got from scanning. Feel free to bid. Anybody can bid on them. If you want to badmouth each other in the chat, you go right ahead. Somebody bids on something you requested. Jellyfish paperweight. I don't know if it's signed. Looks like it's got something scratched into the bottom, but somebody painted the bottom for some reason. But nice condition. And that one is running. The jellyfish paperweight. Thank you, Dilly. All right. A little Cocker Spaniel licking itself. This is a Morton. It's got a few little nicks, but pretty hard to find a Morton without one. And that one's running on the little Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, we've got corn out there that's like ankle high, and there's some that's over knee high. It's all sorts of different sizes. Thank you, Margaret. And if you've never seen Margaret shows, she probably has some scheduled. She sells a lot of paper and crafting stuff. I know it's supposed to be. Another Morton's, pretty nice condition. I don't know, what is he, a bulldog? He's not perfect, but the Mortons hardly ever are. And that one's running. My sunflowers don't want to grow. Thank you, Margaret. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you would call it. Art glass, paperweight. Nice condition. I don't see any signatures or anything. I'll run it and see what happens. It's a flower. Don't know what you do with it. Sits there and looks pretty. Does it glow? I don't know. Let me go grab my lights. It does not glow. I'm glowy. Yeah, it does look like a morning glory. And that is running on the art glass morning glory flower shaped paperweight vase thingamabobber. Thank you, Deb. Just out of curiosity, Grandpa Steve, how much would you have bid on it if it did glow? Oh, I just different places, estates, auctions, sales, break into people's houses. Oh yeah, you want to hear a story? Listen to this shit. So, I should have said it glowed. So, the other day, my fan broke on my air conditioner. So I went to town to get a new fan. On the way back, I stopped at some yard sales. Our community yard sale in this little village with four houses, they were having a yard sale. I saw my mom's truck there, so I figured, oh, I'll stop. Because if you were here during my show that one week, she got me a nice Pyrex dish and two hens on nest that sold for a decent amount, even on Whatnot. And she got them all for like a quarter a piece or something. 50 cents for some. 50 cents, Butterfly says. So I walk in, and my sister and her kids are there, and my mom. My sister walks up to me, and brags, sticks a like 1950s, 1960s battery operated remote control robot, one of those tin ones from Japan. She like sticks it up in my face, and she's like, well, look what I found. And it was donation only. I'm like, where did you get that? And she's like, it was laying right there on the floor with those plushies. I got a match holder, some playing cards, a couple other things.
You got planters for me that were
I got
just
I got some planners for her. Not at that sale though. But I I'm not an expert by any means on them. I'm gonna run this. You can put a piece of paper or a photo in there to magnify it if you want. That's running. I'm not an expert, but I mean it's an easy $1,000, or it should be. What?
I picked that.
You did. This was butterfly picked that up. Thank you, Bat Mom.
Makes me happy that they sell, and especially if they sell for more than the starting bid. I'm still sleeping, but I'm going outside anyway.
Okie dokie dear. I she has a smartphone and she's smart enough to be able to use it. That's butterfly. And that's running. I didn't look it up. I didn't have my phone in the building and I didn't get a picture of it. But she said she found one similar online for over 1,800. Thank you, Deb. Yes, my cats have a much higher voice. This is a finial. It's threaded. You could stick it on your lamp.
Somebody say I have a guy voice again.
Margaret asked who that was talking. This is running. I don't know, probably 1920s. It's old, 20s, 30s. Old brass finial that you stick on top of your light. Thank you, Deb. Oh, Margaret, last week, Butterfly was in the garden and she came in during my show and she was listening to my show and she could hear a conversation between two different people on my show on her thing on her phone. I don't know what this is. Some sort of ceramic or china. It was doing it for quite a while, Margaret. It was weird. And they were talking like about Cash App and PayPal. And I I don't know if it was somebody on Whatnot or I mean it was obviously through Whatnot. And that is running on this little picture. And whoever it was certainly didn't know that everybody was listening to them. Thank you, Deb. All right, that was the request. If you see something out there in front of the camera that you want me to run, the book behind the necklaces, just put in the chat like that and I will run it. Kind of shabby, but neat little book, The Tale of Patty Muskrat. $1916. I think it's illustrated somewhere. Sparsely illustrated. No, you got to do reading. Maybe there aren't any pictures. You have to imagine what Patty Muskrat looks like. Oh, there's a couple. We're here, said Cousin Josiah. Surely there's more illustrations than that one. Anyway, it is what it is. And that one's running. 1916, The Tale of Paddy Muskrat, hardcover. Thank you, Deb. Before I start scanning again, is anybody interested in these? I don't know. Sometimes you crafty people like to buy this crap to cut up. 1896, Jorian Fashions, Marshall and Field. But it's not from 1896. It's a reprint from like the 70s, I think. From 1970. But it's got all jewelry and household and watches. It looks exactly, if you've ever had one of these Victorian catalogs, it looks exactly like the original, except it's soft cover. I'm gonna run it, see if anybody wants it. I got a couple here of similar things. If you like cutting up 150-year-old catalogs, this is a good alternative to destroying something that's worth $300. Thank you, Margaret. And I got one here that's a Sears catalog. It is also a vintage reprint. I don't know. I mean that's almost 60 years old. That last one. I didn't see a date in this one. But this is a Sears catalog. And same deal. It's a reprint of the original catalog from turn of the century or before. Probably turn of the century, a little bit after. Looks like some arts and crafts stuff showing up in there. Um, but it's gas fixtures that's running. It's got tape on the seam. These do have some collector value, but this one was kind of rough, and the other one was a lot more common than. Thank you, Deb. We're gonna scan here in just a second. Take requests. What did I get here? All right, I'm gonna stick these two together. See what everyone sees. Give to Bishi. Give it to Bishi. Uh, okay, I gotta make myself a memory device here in the thing. Well, thanks, Deb. Just what Bishi needed. All right, this is a catalog, arts and crafts auction from 2003. It's 20 some year old. It's just got, it was an auction of furniture that most people can't afford. Um, but I'm going to stick it with this Gustav Stickley Craftsman Homes. Got floor plans and stuff for arts and crafts style homes. So you can get both of these sort of arts and crafts mission furniture stuff and homes. If anybody wants them. Margaret, out in the middle of Pennsylvania, they had a uh, uh, Yeah, Bishy, if you want to do that. Um, we'll worry about that later, Bishy. Anyway, Margaret, this has probably been 15 years ago now, but there was out here in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. Yes, Craftsman's book. There was an auction catalog of Mission furniture from. It's just an auction book. Then there was this Stickley Craftsman Homes book with floor plans. I'll run it again, see if you want it. That's right. So you get both of them. Uh, anyway, out in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, there was a Stickley table in somebody's house that they didn't know about. They didn't know what it was. And they had an auction, and the auctioneer posted it. Thank you, Don. And there were people from all over the world trying to bid on it. Somebody showed up to the auction in a helicopter to buy it. Like they landed in the field beside the auction. Art, we're gonna do that stuff starting at noon Eastern time, so in half an hour. That's what I do every Sunday. It's just I just scan and do requests until then, because then I move over across the room. I forget what it ended up selling for, $40,000 or something. It was either a table or a cupboard. Whatever it was, they didn't realize what it was at first, and by the time the auction happened, people found it. I am not rich yet, thankfully. Cornmeal, Spring Creek or Spring Mill State Park, Mitchell, Indiana. So that is running. I wasn't at that auction. Thank you, Batmom. I actually was at a yard sale that had a Stickley rocking chair uh, that sold for next to nothing. And I inquired about it, and they said it had already sold. And the guy went home to get a truck to haul it. I don't know what it sold for, like $10 or something. Would I happen to have cards? What kind of cards? Thanks, Batman. Pokemon or sports? I don't think I might have some baseball cards in my bin. No Magic the Gathering. That's the occult. I don't deal with that sort of blasphemous type things. Watches. I've got a bunch of watches. I'm not going to show them to you though. I have propaganda papers. You want the stuffed cat? Somebody requested this last week and I forgot to run it. We'll run it this week. See, pal, I'm doing all that stuff at noon. You can pre-bid and go away, or you can hang out until then. It's like the show notes say, I do the pre-listed stuff at noon. The poodle? The poodle? All right. If you see something you want me to run, that's not a murder bottle. I don't think I have any murder bottles. If you look in my you look in my bin, I might have one in there. A big one. But I think it was still a kind you could attach the hose to. Let me see. Yeah, there's one. Oh, now that's bigger than the typical one, but I think you could still attach a hose to that one. The pocket knife, I can run that. Oh, thank you, Margaret. This little thing? Um, no, it's not lipstick. You spread evenly with fingertips over entire face and neck. Follow with air spun powder. The, those are tiny little drill bits. Is it glass? No, it's plastic. The makeup. I need 3 hands. Tiny little drill bits. I don't see a dog up there. Got the tiny drill bits. What did you say, Bishy? What is the Coke thing? It's a mirror. It's like a 1970, early 70s advertising mirror. That Coke thing, anyway. Oh, Bishy, I put this up here for you. Love is giving her a sparkling surprise. You want to run that? Bishy's a sparkler. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just did. She's a sparkler. She delivers Walmart stuff, and she got a delivery last week to a nudist colony. All right. Any more requests from this little shelf? We're gonna run this stuff. If not, I, I forgot all about it. All I got was a picture of the sign. Apparently, there was no interaction with the nudists. They had a clothed representative that must have picked it up, or at least that's what I'm assuming. Drill index. It's like a drill bit holder with drill bits, but they're very tiny. Whoa, shit. Oh man, where'd that go? There it is. It is tiny. Hold on. They're watchmaker ones, maybe. but there's a whole set. They're all there. I don't think they're dental ones, but those are running. And it's completely full. Thank you, Daro. It's Kitty. Fog Castle Farms or something. I don't know. And that is running on the stuffed kitty. Little kitty pillow. Thank Deb. And somebody was asking about this. Don't bid if you don't want it. Pastel tint, face tint, I think is what it says. It's mostly there. It looks like somebody used some of it. It's pink colored, but it looks like it's mid-century, 40s, 50s, something like that, maybe. And then it's running. I think that's like paint and there's some sticker residue. I didn't clean the outside of it real well. Thank you, Deb. And here's this. Love is giving her a sparkling surprise. And it's got multicolored notepads in it. Probably 1970s, 80s. And that is running. And thank you, Bishy. I'll make sure you get your whatever catalog that was in your stump from a couple weeks ago. All right, here's the pocket knife. Two blades. Don't see a maker's mark or anything. It's got a monogram of a J, it looks like, on it. And that one's running. Got a loop, make it a keychain. Thank you, C-Pal. I don't know if you were one of the ones that asked about the knives, but there are a few knives, I think, in the pre-listed stuff. I'm gonna run this. Feel free to bid or not. It's an Imperial, but it's got a Fram advertising thing etched into the blade, a little bit of rust. And that's running. Imperial Fram knife. Thank you, Lee. And now we're going to do this Poodle. Poodle's got he's got glitter on him. Made in Japan. Got the original label on it. He has a sparkly butt. So it's running. Kind of kitschy, mid-century. No real damage. with the original Japan sticker on it. Thank you, Margaret. All right, we're going to go back to scanning. If you see something you want, just put it in the chat and I'll pull it down. We get a little pile, we'll run them. And at noon, we will do the pre-listed items. There's, if you scroll down to the bottom of the list, if you scroll down to the bottom of the auction list, there are a bunch of flat rate boxes full of stuff that all start at $1. I'm not sure if I have any other ones out here or not. Well, here's one, another Morton. The face vase. Um, do you know who made that face vase? It is it. I don't know. It's signed something. It does have a repair on it. Uh, I can't make out the maker's mark on it. That's a pretty Victorian milk glass vase. That's a first edition Johnny Appleseed, I believe. That Coke trivet is still sealed from, I don't know, with the book. Colic and bloat ease for your colicky children or horses. That kitty's a Pomander. And that's a Morton horse too. You, it's for potpourri. You put potpourri down there in its butt. Actually, there's some potpourri in there. And then the scent comes out the holes, but you could probably put dried flowers or fake flowers in it. It's got a hole in the bottom, so it wouldn't hold water. The horse. Unless you found some way to plug his hole. Got the horse. See something you want me to run? Just put it in the chat. That is a Lennox Jesus. The book. It's a nice Mary Gregory vase. Ritz, we're gonna do that stuff at noon. I'll do the starting at noon. I'll do the stuff with pre bids and by request. Um, I don't believe I have butterflies. Is that what you just sent me a picture of? That's a German language reader. I don't know. It's antique. I forget the date. Old school book. That book too. What does that mean, pick? Is it poisonous? I guess they're all poisonous if you're a bug. I don't know if these games work, these gambling games. This one I did test because it takes normal size batteries. Oh, she'll like that pick. She's got a cucumber beetle infestation that she's trying to get under control. All right, we're going to run that stuff. Erstes Lesebuch. So, first lesson book. It's all in German, 1886. So, it's illustrated. It's like a. Oh, that page is kind of just sitting in there. Lots of neat illustrations, but it's all in German, and it's all in the old German where all the S's look like F's, and it's hard to read, even if you know German. It's running. 1886, I believe, was the date on that. Thank you, Mo Ducks. Morton, also in pretty nice condition, a little bit of chipping to the enamel. And that one's running. Thank you, Margaret. Give me a sec to swap out my boxes here. Clowns. I have some clowns, but don't think I have any out here in the shelves today. If you want to come back and ask about them later, like I don't know, 12:30, I can take you over and see the clowns while Bishy hides because she doesn't like clowns. Loose, Rusty Staples, Child's Gardener versus Robert Louis Stevenson, 1935. Little poems with illustrations. So that is running 1930s Robert Louis Stevenson children's poetry book. Thank you, Deb. Oh, I don't know. Like what kind of date? I'm sure I've got some, but I don't know that I have any on the date on the shelves. Okay. This is a Morton as well. It's got the original label on it. A little bit of chippy to the enamel there in the horns. I know their ears. It's like some price tag residue on it there. And that is running. I think when I looked earlier, they said it was supposed to rain at about 3 o'clock here today. They're a pretty big horse. Thank you, Deb. Okay, now this Johnny Appleseed book, I found it with this in it. Book, The Adventures of Johnny Appleseed by Henry Chapin, 1930, first edition. $40. Let's see if I can get more than five. I didn't look it up to see whether it was first edition. I just took the word for the note. Not in perfect condition, but it's decent. 1930. You got to use your imagination. Doesn't look like there's any pictures in it. Johnny Appleseed book is running, first edition, 1930. Thank you, Deb. You didn't get $40 from me. I think it was one of those deals they were uh, looking everything up to try to entice people to buy the stuff. All right, a little chip here, a little flake off the just pretty much off the glaze, and it looks like a repair right there. See that? Don't know who made it. It's got that chick, that chick, that lady. It's signed on the bottom with some sort of stamp. I don't know what it's signed. And it's got some sort of impressed marks there that I can't make out. And it's probably a foot tall, something like that. It's a cool looking vase. I thought. I don't know who made it. And that is running. And I did not research it because I didn't realize it was repaired when I got it. I knew the chip was there, but I didn't see that repair. So figured I'd throw it on here and see what happens. Thank you, Margaret. That is yours. And we're gonna do the Great Dane. Margaret, you wanted the Great Dane, didn't you? Oh, it's a boxer. Yeah, it is a boxer. Did you? Is your payment okay? I don't want to run it if you're not ready. I got the message that come up and said that it failed. I don't know what you got to do when that happens. You changed it, okay. I'm gonna run this. Got a little bit of price tag residue there on it. Boxer. got chipping to the enamel. It's got the original Morton seal on it. And this is also a pretty big one. So that is running on the Boxer. Welcome in. We're going to do the pre-listed items that have pre-bids and buy request right now at noon Eastern time. Thank you, Margaret. So take a look down through the auction tab. Click on the shop icon in the lower right-hand corner. And that's the stuff that I'm going to be doing for the next little bit. So click down there for the auction. That's what I have for today. Run the pre-bids and anything that's requested. Give me a minute or two to move my setup over across the room. And if you scroll the whole way down to the bottom of the list of the auction items, the 9M, 9MA, 9MB, so on, those are all flat rate priority boxes full of stuff. We all start at $1. We're not going to be able to do flat rate boxes after August. So I'm trying to move some stuff out. I'll probably have some more of those next week full of stuff. So give me a sec, take a look down through, place any pre-bids that you want, or don't put it in the chat yet if you're requesting to see something. Just put it in the chat, but don't hit enter until I can look at it. They also added quite a bit to the buy now. Feel free to make offers on anything in there. See above. Margaret, here you go. It's got some sort of stamp on it, and it's got something that's impressed right there, like that's scratched into it under the glaze. I can't make it out though. No idea what it says. Don't know if it's a signature or some sort of mold number or what the deal is with it. Show it again. All right, last time. I'm here, Mr. Bishy. Oh, I must have got a bid on eBay. No idea, Margaret. Hopefully, it's a Picasso. Thanks, Margaret. Margaret, if it's a Picasso and it's worth a fortune, don't tip me a dollar. Just tape a dollar to a postcard and mail it to me so I can frame it. I have no idea. I didn't. Margaret, I have a love hate relationship with my AI, and I use Gemini because you got to use something. And I figure I use Google for, you know, pretty much everything. So I'll just stick with Google. Yesterday I was listing a crystal basket. Gemini is what Google's is. You go to the App Store, the Play Store, it's that logo. And it has the thing where you can go live and point the camera at it and ask it things or share your screen with it. But anyway, yesterday I was listing a glass basket, and to me it looked like it was a Bohemian basket, probably lead crystal, something 70s or something. And I asked it to describe it because I was going to list it in my store, and it gave this description and said that it was um, some sort of like antique turn of the century glass. And I said, "You're full of shit. It's not." I said, "You don't know what you're talking about." So it replied and said that it was sorry, that it was wrong. It was actually a piece of Czech lead crystal. And I argue with it a lot, but it gave me a screenshot. I'm going to show it to you. I was listed on my other site. Let me find the picture. I'm ready to take a look when you find it. Yeah, you just shut up and go away. I'm not talking to you. Look at this. This is the image it generated. That's a fantastic display for your before time shop. Having your social handles and website. Just no, you shut up. Go away. Can you see what it generated? See, it has a mark on it. It says etched maker's mark, magnified view, visual proof. Specimen bears Czechoslovakian acid etched mark. Okay, but the thing is, they're on the picture I took. See, it's using my background. That's the background I use on that slate. It used the background. It just generated this image with a flat, smooth spot in the bottom of it, and put a check maker's mark on it, and said, "Look, here's visual proof. It's signed." I sent it the pictures of uh I sent it the pictures of the bottom that had no flat spot, and it just made that up completely out of the blue and said there was a maker's mark on it. It's crazy. And the thing is, there's got to be, out of 350 million Americans, there's a lot of dumbass people that will believe anything. And there's going to be people believing all this shit that their AIs are telling them. Deb, if you haven't read it or listened to the audiobook, check out if the title of the book is If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies. And anybody that listens to, if you're worried about the future of AI, um, and you're a very anxious person, uh, don't listen to that. It's terrifying. Yeah, and I mean, I usually, when I ask it a question, I usually know the answer, and I'm looking for it to help me out with like a description or just do my work for me. All right, we've got lots of pre-bids today now. So I'm going to get down the order in the list in the order I see it. Um, if there's something you want me to run, put it in the chat and I'll try to catch it. Ask Gemini what the most hey Google, what is the most reputable AI?
Claude by Anthropic, Gemini by Google, and ChatGPT by OpenAI share the highest reputation for general use.
You
According
can't
to
share.
benchmarks
You
and
can't
licensed
share
industry
the. You
consensus,
can't
Claude
share.
leads industry
Hey,
benchmarks for
shush!
deep reasoning, technical writing, and coding accuracy. Gemini is highly rated for research depth, massive context handling, and integration with live data.
Shush!
ChatGPT
Shush!
remains the most widely recognized standard for
Stop!
versatility and custom user
Shut up!
memory. The most reputable option ultimately depends on whether
He
you
doesn't
value
listen.
pure
She's got a posse. She usually shuts up when you start talking.
Got it. Sometimes things just take a moment to think up or get on the same page. Is there anything specific?
No, go away. Okay, I'm going to go in order that I see them. So if there's something you want me to run, put it in the chat. The 9 boxes are across the room. I've got to go get them. I mean, so it'll take me like 10 seconds to grab each one of them. We're going to start with 9MF. This is a box of ribbon. And if you're not a seller and you didn't know, they're changing the shipping again on the site sometime after the 1st of August. Yeah, I just want to fill everything up priority boxes and just get rid of a lot of this shit. If you're a buyer, I have no idea how it's going to affect you. I think some people are going to be paying a lot more. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be I won't be able to have the same exact type of shows that I have because every week I use my shipping adjustments and flat rate boxes to be able to account for the heavy weights of some of the packages. And probably 3/4 of my packages every week are flat rate boxes for 921. And some of them are so heavy that even with the reduced ground advantage rate, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to ship them for the prices that uh, people are currently paying. So This is a whole flat rate box full of ribbon. You got some Christmas ribbon here, whatever that is. It's sealed. It's all unused. Got some grow grain here, some like nylon. Those are big rolls. Some more grow grain down in there. Whole stack of it there in the corner. There's a big roll of red, white, and blue. So you get the whole box full, and that is running on that flat rate box full of ribbon. You can cut it up into little tiny pieces and sell it for $3 a piece. Thank you, Margaret. And these flat rate boxes, they are flat rate, so you got to pay for each flat rate box full. Okay, the next one is Craft Crap. I don't know what's in here. Okay. We've got, what's that, embroidery stuff? There's some sequins, some vintage sequins, some styrofoam, some babies, some yarn, cones. It's like some chenille thingies, some mesh of some sort. Let me see if I can shove some more stuff in there. Yeah, Margaret, there's times I ship like 30 some pounds worth of heavy stuff. Um, we're really gonna shove this full of stuff. We're gonna throw some crafting buckles in there. There's some vintage ribbon, some buttons and zippers. There's a pin cushion with some thread on it. This is gonna be rounded when I shut it. I'll keep it all up real tight. Spools. All right, that's running. Craft crap. Yeah, it'll be rounded and heavily taped. We'll get her in there. Thank you, Lotharia. Oh yeah, that'll be a chore to shove all that down. Okay, another ribbon box, 9MB is next. That's that's a good idea, dear. All right, we got another box full of ribbon. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What color's down there? I can't see it. Kind of a tan color. 6 probably 100-yard rolls of Grow Green. Yeah, they sell these rolls sell for about $40 a piece now. Rolls like that don't, but more Grow Green. So mostly Grow Green in there. And that's running on 9 MB on the whole box, whole flat rate priority box full of ribbon. Hundreds and hundreds of yards. Thank you. Is there an easy way to know how to pronounce your name? Is it Delay? Delay. I'll try to remember. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how the new shipping rates are going to affect the sellers that do the free shipping, uh, because they make it so a lot of their stuff they sell they're capped out at the 921 that would fit in a flat rate box. Um, they won't have that option anymore, and the shipping is going to be zone rate. I mean, it'll be ground advantage, so that's cheaper, but then it's by zone, so people far away from the seller are going to have to pay more. I'm trying to remember one of those three. Yeah, no more free boxes. All right, this is MD. Yeah. So you got that ribbon. Yeah, fishy ribbon, some Christmas ribbon, Christmas grow grain colors. Got some yellow and white. Well, Bat Mom, they on their website they link to the commercial rate chart on the post office website, which is by zone. That's where I was getting that. Not saying you're wrong, but that's what they link to, which I can't understand because it's no better deal than the rates that I get for my commercial rate, and I'm just one dude selling a little bit of shit. I'm not a giant corporation with a billion shipments every year. So you get all that, the whole box full, and it is running. Entire flat rate box full of ribbon. A lot of it's the grow grain. Thanks again, Margaret. ML is next, and it's going to be greeting cards. commercial rate only applies after 40 pounds. I don't know. I'm just going by. I'll I'll check that, that mom. Uh, I so I asked my AI why they were unable to secure such, why they were unable to secure as good a rate as they had before. Because Whatnot's acting like this is a fantabulous deal for everybody. Like, oh, you can ship up to 5 pounds for $7. Well, right now I can ship up to 5 pounds a lot of places for less than $7. Uh, and the AI's explanation was that these shows that last forever, they're drawing on the Postal Service API. So, like when Margaret bought that last box, it had to recalculate her shipping. And then, like, I was selling cards at the beginning of the show for like 2 ounces each or whatever. Every time somebody buys one, the next time, like after they buy it down here, the next item shows what you're going to pay for that. It's got to send a request to the Postal Service's servers for their through their API to get your, your new rate. So when you've got millions of people on the site constantly updating, they're bombarding the Postal Service's servers because they didn't build it in house. Instead of just drawing on their API when they print labels, they're using the API, which I don't understand because it's a set rate, and they should have been able to use their own in-house servers uh, to figure the shipping out, but they didn't. Apparently, they were using the postal services, so it was crashing the postal services website because you have millions of people doing the API hits constantly. And that's why they weren't able to get such a good deal anymore. Okay, so we got box of greeting cards. You got ones that are new old stock. Um, some are unused. About half of them, half and half. Some are more used, some are unused. Not going to spend much time on it because had some cool ones earlier and sold a giant stack for $5. So big box full of cards, and that is running. Well, Bishy, I asked the it on the website, not through the Gemini, but I mean that makes sense if that was happening. Thank you, Margaret. But if you can't have buyers that are saving a ton of money on shipping, um, it's it takes away some of the appeal of selling stuff on Whatnot. Pat mom, shh, she'll get angry with me, and then she'll be even worse. Okay, this is 9 MA. These are 70s and 80s, I believe. I did not open these. I don't know if they're all there. It's the way I got them. Uh, Clothing patterns, retro ones. I mean, they feel like the patterns are in there. Don't know if they're all used, how many of them are used, how many are unused. I don't know the completeness. It's tons of them. They're all from the 70s and 80s, I believe. So, retro. And that is running. Well, like I said, I usually don't ask it questions in order to uh thanks D. I usually don't ask it questions in order to I usually know what I'm asked the answer and I'm just verifying or getting some more details. What really pisses me off is when Gemini tells me one thing about an item and then I do a search on uh just a regular straight up Google and it tells me something different. And then I tell Gemini that she was full of shit. And she has this big long explanation as to why she can't see what the rest of Google can see. 9mm is next, and this is a flowery box full of new old stock crap. And then you can blame it on men if it's wrong. Okay, this is all new old stock stuff. Crap. I don't know what's in here. I was just adding to this, might find some stuff. We'll flip through it and see. Got some stickers. This stuff all should be still sealed and unused. Various ages. Some stickers, some food coloring, some strawberry clippies, some magnets, bootlaces. There's Hershey stuff, lipstick, chapstick from 2007, vintage chapstick. It's unopened. I didn't say it was new. Maybe I did say it was new. It might be vintage. Some cards. There's a spoon set, wooden spoon set. There's a fishy cutting board. Whole bunch of patches. I'm not going to take this all out. More chapstick, craft stuff, silver cleaner, some antenna balls for your cars that no longer have antennas. Oh, there was a clown face. It's all unused. New old stock. It's running. You get all the stuff I just showed you. Whole box full. All still sealed in the original packages. They give you 15 minutes of excitement to dig through it. Maybe you can use something. Thank D. Yeah, and Deb, I've done shows before where I just set the shipping at 921 no matter what they buy, even if it's stupid light stuff. And I found the few shows I did that with, most people didn't seem to care that actually bought stuff. But there's no way to tell how many people didn't buy stuff because it was only something that weighed an ounce, and I was trying to get 921 for shipping. Oh, Batmom, you just donate it. You have your 15 minutes of fun, and then you just donate it. All right. So 8AZ is a license plate. The screamer is up. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 campers now across the road. They come in on the holidays and bring small children that scream. So it's an old one, 1924, and it is running. Obviously, it's not in perfect condition, but it's starting at $5. Pennsylvania license plate. Thank AM. 7BJ will be next. You can't hear me? Maybe I just wasn't talking. 9AD. Okay, we'll do that one next. Whoever said that. So it's a stamp book, stamp collector stock book. Tons of stamps. I think 1950s, 60s, a lot of them. Get the whole book full. And that is running. And I'm going to grab 9AD while that is running. Thank you, Margaret. And we're going to do 9AD now. Somebody just requested that. And it is a hen on a nest. All right, I saw one of these yesterday sell the same exact thing on Whatnot for $12 that was snapped and glued back together. So my goal since then has been to get $12 out of this at least. I'm almost there. Got one bid at $10. There's no real chips. There's some, I guess you would call them flea bites on the inside rim, like there are on most of them. Oh, I haven't had those things for so long. Yes, my grandmother had a supply of those too. So there's no damage to the outside of it. Unsigned. Pretty sure it's Westmoreland. And that is running. On that hen on the nest, I made the 12. Let's see if I can get 13. Seriously. Oh, Bishy, you saved me. Thank you, Amanda. Well, I made $4 more than the dude selling the smashed one that had brown glue holding it together. All right. If you have any requests like that, just shoot them out. Otherwise, I'm just going to go down through the list of pre bids. 5BF. And it's a rosary. Milk glass beads. They do not glow. I checked. It's heavy. They are glass. And that is running. Thank you, Margaret. And we'll do 8AX. It's another license plate. This one is from 1934. Also not perfect, but start them at $5. Nice and solid though. And that is running. Hey, Redneck Pickin', how are you? And thank you, JM. You can use them to repent for your pride, Margaret. Is it hot out there? You hear me? 7BG. This is Denison labels. I'm not going to take all these out. You can click on the picture down there to get an idea of how many's there. You've got Pilgrim Woman. There's multiples of her. There's multiples of the turkeys in there. So they're autumn seals, and they're all Denison. Let's get the whole little patch. And that is running. Is she on Whatnot, Bat Mom? You might have. Why? Thank you, Amanda. Huh? Is it so hot? It's right here. Butterfly is over the heat and humidity. She won't use the cell phones. My parents finally started, they got into the smartphones finally a couple years ago. All right, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Well, my parents aren't old enough that they can do that, I don't think. Like before my grandparents died, they kind of had that attitude that we don't need it, so we don't want it. but my parents are young enough that it's pretty hard not to have a cell phone. Repair. There's some illustrations in here. It's not perfect, but it's pretty solid. It's not a bad book. I don't see a whole bunch of those repairs. Just look like that one page was taped up. And the cover's pretty nice. Got nice graphics on it. And that's running Uncle Tom's Cabin. I have never read this either. Margaret, I was just going to say that. No idea. I've heard references to it in pop culture. No idea what it's about. 8AY. You could probably ask your AI what it's about, and it'd probably make up something. Margaret, while you're on Audible, listen to "If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies." What was your reaction, Pick? I don't. Apparently, nobody has read Uncle Tom's Cabin. So we got 8AY. It's another long Pennsylvania license plate. It's running. Pick. What's your timeline to being doomed? What's your prediction? It's about slavery. It does look like a very long book. I mean, if you're going to listen to it on an audiobook thing, it looks like it wouldn't take more than a couple hours. Okay, 7AT is next. And this is the military thing that I accidentally put in this show. Um, I have some similar home front items that'll be in my military show when I schedule it eventually. Uh, I just clicked the wrong show. So it's under glass. It's in an old tin frame, and it's a service banner that you hang in the window. You get a kid in the service. It's got advertising on the back of it. It's got a lot of loss to it. Looks like it might have been reverse painted, but it is what it is. It's running, and there it goes. Uh, Thank you, Sonny. Oh, you can always just bid everybody up and make them pay for it, Margaret. 8AS is a 8x10. It was about the cruelty of slavery. I was thinking about that yesterday. We were celebrating the 4th of July and our country's independence, so that which what it amounts to basically is a bunch of rich people got their independence and no longer had to pay taxes or listen to the King of England, but then they could go on a genocidal rampage and kill 10 million Indians and enslave a whole bunch of Africans. So there you go. It's this was what is it? Becker's Department Store is what this was from in Bradford, PA. And it's got a bunch of bras and corsets and stuff. And that is running on that 8x10 photo dated 1949. And remember, there's still slavery in the United States. They didn't abolish slavery. Slavery is perfectly legal if you're incarcerated. I don't know. She was here earlier. 7 a.m. This is a tin type. Don't think I've ever even heard of that. Oldweiler's Gem Gallery, Erie, PA, is what it says on the frame. And it's got this lady with tinted cheeks. Just a nice looking little tin type. And that is running. And if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, the picture I posted yesterday of the group of women that are smiling, the tintype, I will add that to my store sometime this week. Thank you, Dee. If you don't follow me on there and you want to see what the picture looks like, go. I'm on there at Before Time Shop. It's a really cool tintype, and it's a group of like 4, 5, 6 women, and they're young women, and they're all smiling. And a couple of them are blurry. The photographer must have made them giggle or something. You usually don't see too many tintypes with any sort of smile, but they are all smiling. It was a really cool photo. What? Yeah, they had nice hats. And this is Rock of Ages, 1879. It's hardcover. $1878. Typo on the title. It's from 1878.
That's scary.
But it's got great engravings in it with Bible verses and poems. Save a few of them for you to be a surprise. That is running. It's got some wear to it, but it's intact and pretty neat looking. And welcome in. If you just joined, we're going down through the pre-listed stuff. I'm doing the pre-bids. If there's something you want to see in the auction tab, uh, just let me know. Thank you, designer.
They got it real. Very cool.
And 5AV is going to be next.
Even your cat is eating spider plants. What?
Are they poisonous?
I don't know.
Ask Google. Are spider plants poisonous?
For cats.
Hey, Google. Are spider plants poisonous to cats?
No, spider plants are not toxic to cats. However, they contain mild hallucinogenic compounds that can attract cats and cause an upset stomach or vomiting if eaten in large quantities.
What effect do the mild hallucinogenic compounds have on humans? So I think it says Hammer brand. It's kind of hard to make out on the tang stamp. She's not going to tell me if I can get high on spider plants. And that's running.
Induce vomiting or diarrhea.
So it could be a weight loss aid if you were. they don't look like they would be delicious. Thank you, CPAL. And the next one is going to be 8AR. And this is another one of those 8x10 store photos from that department store in Warren, Pennsylvania. Or not Warren, Bradford. I said Warren before, I meant Bradford. But this is a really cool one. It's got a little bit of staining on it, but it's got all these corsets and bras and things, and somebody put wings on them. And then you've got that mannequin there in the center. And it is dated 1948 on the back of that one. So that is running. Airlight Flexes is what's being sold there. Got a little model of a woman standing on a platform. Thank you, Margaret. And the next one's going to be 7 p.m. and it's going to be some ration books with some stamps. In my military show, whenever I get it scheduled, I'll have some more ration books too. Oh, that's cool, Margaret. I like how they have the little wings on the bras. Somebody went through a lot of effort to make the win. I don't have the show set on explicit, dear.
Oh, I heard. I don't know when I just did.
So those two are empty. Yeah. There's not many stamps in these three I've shown. Oops, what's this? Brown's boot shop receipt in there too. This one has quite a few stamps in it. So it's running. You get all the ones I just showed, some stamps, a receipt, and ration books from World War II. Thank you, Dawn. And 5BI is a scriptive butane lighter. These are estate found, all the lighters I have. I think there's a lighter up next too. So you might need a new flint, new wick, all that sort of crap. But pretty nice condition. It's got a clear body to it. You saw me. Well, they can suffer with it. So it's running. Scriptobutane. Thank you, Colleen. That is yours. And this next one is 5BJ, and it's a pretty rare one, I think. I did some minimal looking around for it because it was an oddball design, but it's a crown. It's got like a melt mark or something there on the vinyl coating. But kind of a neat one, and that is running. Thank you, Colleen, and thanks for those free bids, Colleen. Okay, this is a milk glass Santa bulb. Heavy milk glass. It's antique. It's carrying a sack. It's double sided, and it works. And if you didn't know how to check your Christmas lights, all you got to do is take a battery like this, touch one end to the top and the other end to the threads, and he lights up nice and bright. So that is running. Well, thank you, Dawn. Good deal on that. And 7AJ is what I see next. If you have any requests that don't have pre bids and you want me to run them, just let me know in the chat. Um, I don't think I do. No football related stuff that I can think of. I think I might have a Bills autograph football, but I think it's probably not all that old. Ray somebody and Doc somebody. Doc Perry, 1944. It's just a photo of two dudes and their horse, and their dog is riding a horse. From 1944, and that is running. And thanks again, Margaret. If you're just coming in, take a look at the auction tab. Something you want me to run. let me know. We'll do 5 AW, and this is a another pocket knife. Seven AH. Okay, we'll do that next. Well, have fun, Margaret. Hopefully, it's a nice day for you. It's supposed to thunderstorm here today. So Imperial 2 blade knife needs cleaned up a little bit, but the handle's nice. And these knives you can probably see better in the pictures I took. That is running. And we'll do the whatever 7AH is next. Thank you, Colleen. And this is a like a sweetheart pillow sham. I don't think it was ever used. It is in very nice condition. It's gonna come folded up because that's the way I found it. In fact, I'll give you a second. There it is. Just click on the picture. It's a lot easier to see than what I'm going to be able to show here in my little confined space. But it'll come folded up. It's got creases in it from being folded for 70 years or whatever. But that's the way I found it, was all folded up. So I think somebody probably gave it to somebody and then they never used it. So that is running on the pillow sham I just showed. The pictures down there if you want to see what the whole thing looks like. And it's a New York City one. It's not a military one. It has New York City destinations and attractions on it. Thank you, Sonny. And I got bird lights. And we can do 5AX next. This one also works. The paint is a little bit worn, but it's an antique heavy milk glass light. And that is running. You pretty dear. Huh? Sorry, dear. Thanks again, Sonny. And we'll do a 5AXs. Uh, 5AX is Diamond Edge Imperial, kind of like a fish knife. It's got a scalar blade on it. Do you want the other one too? All right, we'll run this knife and then I'll see what the other one is. I think it's an enameled handle that's like got a faux wood grain to it, but could use cleaned up a little bit. The blades are relatively nice. Got some snap to it. At least that one did. That one doesn't. So on the Imperial fish knife, and that is running. And it does have the diamond edge marking on the diamond on the side. Thank you, Cream. And let's see what the other bird is. And this bird is in about the same condition as the other one. No damage to it, but some of the paint is a little bit worn. Does work. So that is running. Sonny, are you here? You're here, right? Yeah, I guess this wasn't a pre-bid. Are you interested in some other the Christmas bulbs and some foil type things that went around the bulbs? Five AY. Another knife, I think. Another 2-blade Imperial. Not bad condition. And that one's running. Thank you, Colleen. And 5AH is a rock um, um, a Rock Island. I think it's a uniform patch for the railroad. It's embroidered, and that one is running. And thank you, Lothario. And that looks like all the pre-bids I had. If you just got here, take a look down through the auction over there in the shop tab and see if there's anything you're interested in. There's still like 65 things in there, I think. If you're interested in something, just put it in the chat and I can run it. I'm not going to show on my Sunday shows, or pretty much all my shows, I don't show all the items. They'll be there for other shows. But if you're interested in seeing something or bidding on it, just let me know. Welcome in. Check the auction tab and see if there's anything you want me to run. Let me know. Otherwise, if there weren't any other requests, I think you're gonna raid out, find somebody to raid out to. And I don't have any shows scheduled this week, but I will be back next Sunday at 10 with my normal Sunday show, which it runs as pretty much the same every week. I scan the shelves for a while and take requests. and then I run the pre-listed stuff. So no more requests. All right, we'll find somebody to raid out to. I thank you guys for coming. I added lots of stuff to the bin this week. If you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, give me a follow on there. I post a lot of the stuff that I list to other sites and to my own website, as well as some of the stuff I have coming up for my Whatnot sales on there. Does anybody have anybody they'd like to raid out to? Rebs Resale. All right. Let's go see what Rebs Resale is. I said last week the person that I rated to that I'd never seen them before, but I had seen them. So I don't remember Rebs Resale, but maybe it'll jog my memory when we go there. So here we go. Let's go see Rebs Resale. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend. And